got something to say. Hey, the South got something to say. We hustle, we grinding away. Tomorrow ain't promised today. That's why we gon' shine in your face. The South got something to say. 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 Hey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know we back.
Yep. CHO, man, in the building, Mr. Strategy Over Stress.
YzGuy Q the mouth for the South. And Mr. YzGuy Podcast. South got something to say. You already know.
Man, listen, man. Today we gonna be doing a special interview on my co-host, Mr. Q TheSeventeenth, a super producer. Go on his background and go into his history. Get to learn about him, just like you learned about me, my wife, family, and everything like that. We're gonna also do the same today with Q. Yeah, so we're gonna get right into this interview, man, and let the people know about YzGuy Q TheSeventeenth, who is this guy and why is he sitting up here with this podcast and what is this all about. You know what I'm saying? So
well, first, man, I do want to ask you one more question, though. I want to know.
Yeah.
I'm still on this Dolph thing, man, because I really fuck with Dolph and his music, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And on his past. And I want to know what you think about, you know what I mean? You think it's still snitching? Or people are trying to help solve the crime about who killed Dolph when it comes to a celebrity like that or somebody big name like that? Is it still considered snitching when you're trying to help solve that crime? Do the rules of the hood still apply?
That's,
or is it an exception?
Let's be clear. When we say the word snitching, snitching should only be applied to those who are in the activity of that which is, you know what I'm saying, deemed to be illegal or something that's incriminating, as I would say. Snitching shit is not involved in somebody that's like a person that's like a neighbor that just so happened to see somebody get shot. They not snitching if they telling. You know what I'm saying? They not snitching. They just seen you and you got caught. You got seen. The object is not to be seen. You got caught. Now, if somebody was in plot to rob the bank with you, but that person told on you, but they was in the cahoots to rob the bank with you, or do something with you, and they tell, then that's considered snitching. They was in cahoots with you the whole time. They was in understanding knowledge of the thing. So if somebody's like a standby person, they're not a snitch because they telling now. Should they tell or not? That's up to the situation and I guess the person. But I mean, it just depends. Now, if the person doing something or serious and got something to do with it and they start telling, then that's snitching. You know what I'm saying? In my book, everybody got their different view, but you know, if you're not involved with the situation and you have no knowledge of it, then you can't be no snitch because you don't know what the fuck going on. But if you have prior knowledge to some shit or what's going on, then basically you're a snitch because you fucking signed up for it and then you told. Then, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case might be. So.
That makes some sense right there.
That's I don't know the situation between, like, you know, what's going on with the Dolph situation. I've been trying to keep up too, but it's so much shit out there.
Yeah, it's too much going on with that shit.
It's too much shit out there.
But how you feel about it? Like I asked my guest last week who I was interviewing on the podcast, like with him being in his own hood and how people be like, you know what I mean, he need to be moved. He shouldn't have been in this hood. He should have been moved out of there. But you know what I mean. At the same time, people say that artists don't never come back and give back to their neighborhood. You know what I mean? Make up your mind.
My thing is, you can give back to your neighborhood with your money. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean that you got to be there. But my point is on this. I got a lot of different views on this. I don't feel like, you know, they talk about, you know, just talk about the whole Gotti situation and you hear all different type of things, whatever case maybe. My thing is, if you got issue or beef with so-called the person that's the king of the city, you know what I'm saying, and you know, some of the videos and things I've seen, you know, I just don't think that, you know, it's just, you know, a smart thing to ever have your guard down. I just, you know, I don't give a damn. Just my point of view. I just don't think that it's just safe to have your guard down, period, especially when you have beef with one of the strongest person in the city. you know what I'm saying, issues with, you know what I'm saying, people, whatever the case may be.
Shit, from what it look like, goddamn, Dolph the strongest nigga right now, goddamn.
I mean, people might say that on the scope, you know what I'm saying, but you gotta understand, you know, that man been doing that shit way before Dolph. So his plugs and connections make, you know what I'm saying, is definitely reached longer, and his respect and his, you know what I'm saying, is definitely longer than, you know what I'm saying, Dolph is. So when you think about, you know what I'm saying, just the position, I ain't saying nobody or anything like that, I'm just saying the position. So, you know, I wouldn't go to no cookie shop. If I'm wealthy like, you know what I'm saying, Dolph was, just, you know, and respect the Dolph and his, you know, his family. I'm wealthy like him, I definitely ain't going to no cookie shop by myself, go get no cookie. I'm sending somebody, or they coming to send them shits to me. Simple as that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just ain't just pulling up, you know, just by myself, just going to no cookie shop.
Yeah, you know how I be in the hood, man. What I be telling you when we be out there, like, goddamn, probably be more comfortable nowhere else, goddamn. We good right here.
We in our hood, yeah. When you in your hood, you comfortable. At the same time, what I'm saying is, if you that comfortable, then you wouldn't have bulletproof cars. You wouldn't have bulletproof vehicles if you that comfortable. So obviously you ain't that comfortable if you feel like you need to bulletproof your shit even when you riding in your hood. So that's the thing now. So because he know the situation, like I say, he's been shot before. He's been shot in LA, you know what I'm saying? He was shot in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? These instances have happened multiple times. And so, you know, you gotta say this wasn't the first time. He shouldn't, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like he should have been more aware. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a great guy. I think, you know, things he was doing in the community.
So, man, long live Dolph, man.
Man, long live Dolph, man. I think the things he was doing in the community was tremendous. The things I've been learning about him, I'm like, damn, I didn't even know this guy was doing all this stuff.
And he had 100 houses in Memphis, man.
Man, that's beautiful, man. That's what we talk about, real estate investing, stock, you know what I'm saying, crypto investing, you know, putting your money in your insurance policy. You know, these are the principles of things that we teach. So, you know, like I say, shouts out to that man. You never want to see a brother.
And you think we desensitized as Americans to seeing so much death that we look at this shit kind of goddamn at the wrong points to this shit? Because really the main thing is that man is a father, a husband, you know what I mean, and a human being who lost his life. And we're looking at everything else.
We've been programmed to be desensitized. The shit that we see on TV, the shit that we see in movies. That shit does desensitizing. When we see murder, blood, shed, and killing, even the video games. When we see video games, you see something happen, even your children, they see murder, they hear murder, they're not, you know what I'm saying, oh, shot, and stuff like that. Like, oh, he dead. Oh, okay, he just died. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they're not emotionally attached to somebody dying. They just recognize it and it is what it is, like a video game to them. Like, oh, okay, that's another person, he died. They dead. You know what I'm saying? So we desensitized to a lot of stuff. It makes us immune to the fact that we don't realize what the hell is in front of us or what's coming.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's some dope ass question. Q caught me off guard with them. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into the interview real quick, man. You ready for that? You got another question for me?
Let's get it.
Alright. So, you know, Mr. 17, aka Mr. College Park. So, you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying? So, where you from? Born and raised? You know what I'm saying? You born in Atlanta, raised in Atlanta?
Greater Baby, 1984, May 5th, Taurus. You know what I mean? We ruled the Zodiac.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. You know what I mean? We celebrate with Domingo. We in the Mexican bar every year. You can catch me on Old Net. You know what I mean? Hometown, College Park. Born Greater Baby, 1984. You know what I mean? That way.
Alright, so
in real life.
Alright, so no doubt about it. Southside. Third time sign. So many people that don't know, you're what I consider a super producer. You know, whatever the case may be, you don't just make beats. You know what I'm saying? You basically know how to construct a song from R&B to hip hop to, you know what I'm saying, to rock to any kind of style, whatever the case may be. So tell the people, like, basically, you know, how you started in music. And you know how you ever got into music. Like, what's your background? You know, in the production. How did you get into producing?
I grew up in music, pretty much. My family was a traveling gospel group. While I was growing up, I was born into that. They used to travel somewhere everywhere that was called Mama and the Saints.
Mama and the Saints.
It eventually evolved into the True Saints.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Featuring Mama and Charlie Brown.
Okay.
That was my grandmother and grandfather. They actually was very successful with that. So my whole family, they always played instruments and sang, and was always very musical. You know what I mean? So they did that until my grandmother, she got a calling by God. She said that he told her to stop what she was doing and to go open her up a ministry, a church. So that's what she did. They started traveling and they all followed her and they opened up a church. But pretty much still the same thing. Everybody fell into position. Father was playing keyboard and organ at the church. Uncle played guitar. You know what I mean? Other uncle played the bass guitar. They all sang and trained the choir and all that. You know what I mean? So me growing up around all that, I kind of like fell in, you know what I mean, in love with music just automatically.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. All right. So when you say you fell in love with, what are some of the instruments and things of that nature that you grew to love? Like, was you playing the piano and the guitar like your father and your uncle, or like what you was doing? What's your instrument?
What came natural to me was the drums. You know what I mean? I was like 2 years old, beating on pots and pans in the kitchen and shit. You know what I mean? So that's what came natural to me.
That sound about right.
You know what I mean? I learned how to play a couple of other instruments like the keyboard. My father played keyboard, so he taught me different notes and progressions and things. And I kind of dabble with that good enough to be a producer where I can play my own melodies and chords. You know what I mean? But I ain't just fire where I can just follow you and you know what I mean.
Follow, but you know
but I can track a sequence. You know what I mean?
And know the sound, and know where it's at, and different things.
Sure. God gave me an ear.
That's what made you. That's what make you a producer.
I play the bass guitar. I don't know how to read music or nothing like that, but I play that by ear. I pretty much know how to. Yeah, it just came to me. You know what I mean? I tried to play saxophone when I was younger, but I couldn't do that shit, man. I gave that shit out like the first, second week in band in elementary school. I was like, nah, man, I can't do this shit. I'm trying to do all the fancy shit and shit all up front.
You trying to do it, you see this shit there, you ain't want to learn
bullshit right here, man.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
this.
ain't have no patience,
Yeah, man, let me go beat on some shit.
Alright, facts, okay. Alright, so we learning about your production. So what are some of the biggest things or the most accomplished things you feel like you've done in the music industry and with your beats and with your production, and what are some of the things that you think you got out of it, and and then what are some of the things you still looking to do in the game?
Shit, I've been fucked in the industry growing up, you know what I mean? I ain't know no business. I was just running around doing work, you know what I mean, trying to get in the right circles. You know what I mean, working with different producers and shit, you know what I mean. And some of my beats got in the wrong hand. I got beats that done been on major products. I ain't never got credit for. I ain't never got paid for. You know what I mean, like big records, you know what I mean. But I also got some records I can give props to people for who helped me out in the game. Flash Technology and Carl Breeden. They did co-ed that rode with me back from Atlanta back in the day. Yeah, I had the pleasure of working with co-ed and a couple of the artists out of there on some solo projects too, you know what I mean. And that was a good experience. They taught me a lot being a producer. You know what I mean? Avery Johnson, he gonna come on the show with us and somewhere later on he booked. You know what I mean? But he did Bone Crusher, NDIRE, Silk, you know what I mean? He played a major role in my career too. Me sending him beats and he's shopping beats and teaching me how to produce. And he actually was the first person I got in the studio with and recorded my first record with when I was about 12 years old.
Wow, I didn't know
you
that.
Know what I mean? Yeah, I started a lot when I was 12. That's when I pretty much was jumping off the porch trying to figure out who the fuck Q was.
I figured that. I know how damn show it was. So, hell yeah. I mean, damn, that's great. That's what's up. That's what's up. I mean, so you say you got fucked, you know what I'm saying? Which a lot of artists do, especially if you don't read the paperwork or read the fine line.
No paperwork.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever case.
You just work.
Just work.
Yeah, no paperwork. You know what I'm saying? How
saying?
young and dumb I was.
Yeah. So, it definitely, if you move anything, ain't nothing going on. If you ain't got no brotherhood, you know it's gonna be some screw going on. But hey, we learned though. I say the only way to do it, to know how to get better, is to learn. You know what I'm saying?
So, man.
But
paperwork.
Get your paperwork right.
Black
man.
and white. If it ain't in black and white, it ain't right.
Facts.
Big
Facts. So, I mean, so
get them lawyers too.
So you talked about your inspiration, and absolutely got to get lawyered up for everything.
Invest in a lawyer.
Get you some insurance too.
Big.
That's why they be shooting babies down, because they ain't got no insurance. They got some insurance, then you can fight the issue. That's just a little jewel for you.
It's your boy MD Uno live with the YzGuy podcast.
And it's YzGuy Q, and you know we stay good, baby. And if you a pie head like me, then you need to listen up real quick. Finna tell you about something in these streets. We call it crack pies.
Home of the sweet potato pies. It's the crack for me.
Hey man, it ain't just sweet potato pie, it's sweet potato cheesecake pies, bro.
Yeah, man.
How they do that?
Man,
I don't know, man, but it's the official sponsor of the YzGuy podcast. Go to Crack Pies on all your social media networks. So if you got that sweet tooth, then we have your addiction, you know what I mean? So tell them what to do, Mookie.
Go to www.crackpies.com, and that's crack with a K.
Or you can contact us at 1-833-89-CRACK with a K. You know what I mean? And don't forget, with your neighborhood dessert dealers, it's the crack for me.
It's the crack for me.
Get at them.
This crack shit that's got me, man. I don't got no control over it, man. Shit just be calling me, man. I just gotta go to it.
Yeah.
Dirt Town Sound, the epitome of YzGuy music.
Got beats. It's your boy YzGuy Q, the mouth of the South, and we good, baby. You know what I mean? If you need them beats, go to www.YzGuyQ TheSeventeenth.com. That's www.YzGuyQ THE17th.com. You know what I mean?
Don't forget the YZ.
Beats go hard.
Beats go stupid. Dirt Town Sound, baby.
You know what I'm saying? But about you, Q. Now you talked about how, you know, some of the people that inspired you, that you worked with when you began at age of 12, when you did your first recording or whatever, and starting your production. You know what I'm saying? So what are some of the things that you're looking to do in the game from this point as a producer? What do you like? What do you see yourself, and then how do you see yourself? You know, when it comes to the game.
Shout out my uncle Saint Anthony.
Shout out Saint.
Saint Anthony Dago too.
Yes,
I can't forget about him, man. He groomed me in the game, you know what I mean?
That's a dope dude too, man. You ever heard him sing, man?
Taught me some of everything I know about engineering and all that shit, man. Taught me the technicalities behind this shit.
Saint was instrumental to the starting of the Goodfellas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
In the very beginning.
Facts, absolutely. So
recording our artists and our R&B.
Shout out
artists.
Facts. Saint. Shout out to Saint. Can't wait to see you again, King. But yeah, man. So
shit, man.
What you got going?
I started off rapping. You know what I mean? And I was making beats. I was pretty much doing my own beats. So
when you started rapping?
Shit, around 12 years old.
12. So when you started, you did all that at the same time.
Yeah, around about 12 years old.
Okay.
I started rapping. I already knew how to pretty much work the equipment and shit. So I was doing my own beats. So I wouldn't have to go to nobody for no beats.
So what the hell you was rapping about at 12 years old?
I was trying to do positive, inspirational rap back then. You know what I
Because
mean?
you had the influence from your family and you had
in
the
the church,
and stuff like that.
So I was talking about homies that done died. I had a song called 6 Feet Under. That was a big hit back then at different churches that it was in. Fucking, they was liking it. You know what I mean? It was called 6 Feet Under. My homeboy didn't listen to me. He ended up 6 feet under. I was trying to tell him, you know what I mean, come this way and fuck with me, but he ended up going that way and that. You know what I mean? He's 6 feet under. That type of shit.
And you lost that homie. You was at 12 years old when you did that.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
you know what I mean?
So pretty much we know the South Side ain't
The South Side get underestimated, man. The South Side is rough.
Oh yeah, I know. My partner called me.
You don't make it down that.
My partner called me the other day and told me somebody stole his girlfriend's car.
Yeah, right there. We're like soon as he went in the house. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just that way, man. Niggas don't make it down here. Niggas come down here like be visitors and don't make it up out this motherfucker. You know what I mean? You don't hear about that shit on the news and nothing like that. Like Dope Boy say, and boys in the hood either they don't know, they don't show, they don't give a fuck about what's going on down here.
You always gotta keep your head on the swivel.
Niggas is dying like a motherfucker around this bitch.
You always gotta keep your head on the swivel, man. I mean, you can't be light on anything.
Rest in peace, Truth. Died in the hood, man.
Facts. Rest in peace, man. Hey, man, listen, we got 2 minutes of them right now. We need to learn how to live right. You know what I mean? That's just plain and simple. We just need to know how to live. You know what I mean? We got to get that right first. You know what I'm saying? So There's too much of that shit going on. We ain't getting enough money, obviously, because our mind on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's try to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? But so
we some hustlers now, though. We get to the money.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, Southside now. All day long.
I don't know not one nigga down there not getting to the money in some kind of way. Niggas doing something. You know what I mean? It's always something around the corner to get some money. Like, you know, can't be broke out there, motherfucker. You a joke if you broke. And again, that's a quote.
Facts.
Sure.
Alright, so you talked about 12 when you started doing music and different things of that nature. So tell us about when you start making that transition into, you know, like the game.
I should have been a producer like the whole time. Like I should have been focused on production. I think if I was focused on production more, because I had a lot of different opportunities production-wise that I didn't follow because I was so focused on being an artist. I mean, I think I would have made it a lot farther in the game than I did.
I've always told you that your production was the key to your game. Look at Kanye.
Yeah.
Look at Kanye. Kanye waited until he was just in the door, and then he just came out to be himself. That you know what I'm saying? Because you can't get around the beat. The song ain't made without the beat. So you got to get, you know what I'm saying? So that's the most important part, basically, of structuring the whole production is you know what I'm saying, is the beat. You know what I'm saying? So your production, your insight, and you know, not like you said, you just ain't a producer. You go in there, you check the vocals, you make sure a person's singing it right.
Shit, that's what a producer is to me, like.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, the executive producer. I think the producer is the person that has something to do with every aspect of that record.
The record being
right. You know what I mean?
Facts. Everything.
From beginning to end.
Facts.
Produce that motherfucker.
Right.
Tell them how to sing it, what to sing. You know what I mean? You got your own flow to that motherfucker, but shit, if you gonna compose that motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's what a producer is to me.
I mean,
I should have been a producer the whole time, because that's where it comes natural to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I would have made it a lot farther. That's how you know.
Alright, well.
I just recently, I chose to retire rapping after I got shot. I retired rapping. You know what I mean? So I retired rapping and I started focusing on beats. You know what I mean? www.YzGuy Q TheSeventeenth.com. Go get them beats.
Go get them, man. Go get them. Listen, hey, what? I mean, now let's talk about this getting shot, because you know, if people don't know, if they can't tell by the photos and everything like that you in the wheelchair or whatever the case may be, and you know that you say that changed your life basically from you wanting to rap or focus on that. Let's talk about that. Like, I know you basically personally, you in the Crip, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, affiliated with the Crip, you know what I'm saying. Talk about that situation. Did it have anything to do with your affiliation with the gang, or was that an isolated situation? How was that situation for you?
Shit, obviously, in my story, it ain't gonna be able to be wrapped up in one interview. So I have to do this shit in parts. You know what I mean? Something like that. But yeah, insane Crip gang. You know what I mean? 21 Youngs, 16th Street. You know what I mean? I got put down like when I was about 21 years ago. Like I think I was like 16 or some shit like that. Around about the year 2000, because I was getting money for this big homie. You know what I mean? So I was getting so much money that he just put me on the hood. You know what I mean? Me and some of the other homies. And we were just making a lot of money for him, you know what I mean? So I've been back for about 21 years, but that situation right there, he was an op for sure, but he ain't had really shit to do on the hood on the set.
So he wasn't no gang banger from no other set or nothing like that, anything like that.
I think he was from the other side, but he ain't had shit to do with the shit though. It was some other type neighborhood beef.
Got you. So when you got shot, how many times was it that you got shot, and where was it that you got shot at?
I got shot 4 times. We was at I was in the hood. We was over there on Godby Road at I think they hit a Texaco or Shell now went on. It looked totally different from when I got shot. Then I moved the subway to the other side of the motherfucking shit. But I don't really go there. I've been there like twice since I got shot. I seen him up there with me and my homeboy pulled in the store. You know what I mean? And I seen him inside the store. My homeboy went in there, so I pretty much hopped out and approached him, and we got into it. You know what I mean? Got to hit him, whatever. You know what I mean? I beat his ass, but my homeboy broke the shit up. So it was pretty much that with me. You know what I mean? So we walking off. I pretty much hear some shit click. You know what I mean? In the background. So I turned around, and he got the gun pointed at me. You know what I mean? He just started letting off on the nigga, but I had time to make a decision, you know what I mean, and take off running.
So how close was he when you pulled strap? When you say he was in the car, so how far was he from you when you pulled strap?
Probably from me right here to that wall right there behind you. He wasn't that far, you know what I mean? But shit, he couldn't shoot. He missed about the 4 or 5 shots that he shot at me. You know what I mean? I looked and turned around. He had the gun pointed at me. I pretty much taunted him. You know what I mean? If he pointed that motherfucking gun at me, I was pretty much beating on my chest, throwing my hood up.
You was strapped up at the time?
The strap was in the car, but ain't nobody trying to kill him, you know what I mean? Nigga just went over there to goddamn tighten him up real quick. You know what I mean? That be that, you know what I mean? But shit, I pretty much turned around. Like, nigga, if you pull that motherfucker, you better kill me. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's pretty much how I feel. Nigga don't think about the middle shit. Like, either you live or you die. You know what I mean? You don't think about goddamn the shit I'm going through or the shit I've been through since I got shot.
At the moment, you just like, fuck it, nigga.
It is what it is. You pull that motherfucking nigga, you better do what you do, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna do what I do, you know what I mean? Cause you don't pretty much take it over the limit now. It's self-defense on my part. And you don't do what you do, I'm gonna do what I do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he did what he did, and I got hit 4 times. One in both legs, then my stomach, about 3 inches away from my heart. I mean, and after that, pretty much dropped, blacked out, and I woke up in the hospital about 3 months later, amputated with both of my legs gone, you know what I mean, from coma and shit.
So from the time that you got shot to the time you fucking woke up, you trying to tell me when you woke up that you was fucking amputated, and that's when the first time you said
Yeah, I blacked out on the scene of the crime, and I bled out at the scene of the crime.
Man, shit.
Yeah, right, nigga?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Excuse me.
Yeah, I bled out at the scene of the crime, you know. They see my legs gangrene, so they had to cut my legs off so the gangrene wouldn't make it to my heart, cause you know that shit happened, you die. You know what I mean? And I was in a coma for 3 months, so when I woke up, all that shit done had transpired, you know what I mean? And my family was giving them directions, like, you know what I mean? Go ahead and do this, do that, you know what I mean? So when I woke up, everything was what it was.
It was out of your hands at that point.
Pretty much. You know what I mean?
So you're like, you know, I know that that's life changing, you know, the transition of, you know, being a person that can walk, run, jump, fucking do everything.
Yeah, man, I should have ran that night. That's what the fuck I should have did. Ran, jumped, all that motherfucking shit. Cause the nigga couldn't shoot. That's my only regret in life. Like, I did king shit in life. My only regret in life, goddamn, not running that night.
So you felt like
I'd still be walking this day if I would have took the fuck off.
So you
goddamn, you ain't pussy to run when it makes
so y'all
sense.
listen to that shit. Like, listen to that shit. At the moment, he
nigga
said,
took the fuck out.
At the moment, he said that he felt like he ain't gonna fucking move. You gonna kill me, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take that punishment. But then, as he reflects on that shit, he admits and saying,
you don't think about all of the middle shit.
At the moment, that's why you can't be emotional about the shit when it comes to your life and your safety. Get your ass out the fucking way and make sure that when you come back,
we had to fight another day. With Craig Daddy say
facts. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's a lesson because, like I said, this is a real street dude right here with a resume that's, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it speaks for itself. So, you know,
check that motherfucker.
When someone like that tells you that, you know, in that situation, this is why this is the realest shit on TV, because this ain't no play or no game. You know what I'm saying? So he been amputated for life. He can't take that back. Can't take this situation back. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. But that is his one regret. Out of all the shit I know he's done, he say that's the one regret. So you know, so you know that's cool.
Tell him the story.
You know what I'm saying?
Tell him the motherfucking story.
Oh man. Alright, so me and Q history is we met each other and we used to work with each other, and so we met each other and we produced and we end up forming a label, and our label was called the Goodfellas. It's spelled Guud. You know what I'm saying? The Goodfellas. You know, we was rocking out. You know what I'm saying? And so when we formed the label, you know, we had the whole label. We had R&B artists, hip hop artists, we had groups, everything. We had production, we had everything going on. We had our own brand and everything. So, you know, we was getting ready to do a photo shoot and whatever the case may be, and then later on record with our artists. So we was going over to the west side, I believe, right? I think we was going over to
Campbellton.
I think we're going to Campbellton Road, like somewhere over there on the west side. You know what I'm saying? And we was going to go pick up our artists for the photo shoot and everything like that. So the whole label going to go photo shoot. So we fresh. So we clean. I got my button-up shirt on. I'm fresh. Got my hat on. I'm fresh, clean, whatever case may be. He fresh, clean. We going over there thinking we going to go get our artists and just get the fuck up over there. So me coming from Florida, you know, I grew up in Florida. So when me coming from Florida, I didn't know nothing. I ain't no different. You know, I know part of it. I know the hood. So I know the west side was kind of, you know what I'm saying, okay, whatever case may be. So I ain't thinking nothing of it. So, you know, we drive, and I'm driving on the side. I park on the side, whatever the case may be. I mean, we wasn't even parked 2 seconds, 3 seconds, or whatever the case may be. All I know is Q is barking out the side of the window at some dudes that's like 3 houses down. we ain't even parked. He barking at some dudes.
My fault, though.
He barking at some dude. I'm like, Q, what you doing, man? We don't know nobody over here. We ain't even from here. Why is you talking to these people? I'm looking at him like, bro, we coming to go get our artists. They coming out the door. It's 2 females. It's 2 females. Now we coming out the door. They coming out the door. They are R&B artists and stuff. So we coming out the door. They coming out the door. He arguing out the door. You hear him say it's his fault now, right? So admit that.
No, I'm saying it wasn't my fault.
He say one, but yeah, he say it wasn't his fault. So they barking out. We don't know these people. I said, Q, don't even talk to these people. We don't even know these people, dog. Don't even talk to them. We finna get the artists, finna get the hell up out of them. Q get out. He start walking towards them. Like, he start walking towards that way, talking trash to them. Soon as they do that, 3-4 cars come down the line. Come down the strip. Boom. Say, come out, pull out. It's like 3-4 people come out of each car. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm telling you, deep, like it was on a movie shit. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Ambush.
Ain't nobody made no phone call. Ain't nobody yell or nothing. These cars just came like it was an ambush, like they just plotted that shit. Them boys came down that line. They come out circling Q. Now, mind you, I'm still in the car. I'm still in the car. So I got to get. So by the time I look up, they done circled Q. They done circled Q like some movie shit. So Q goddamn over here, Bruce Leroy, and goddamn he over here punching this way, jumping back, punching this way, kicking this way, punching this way, kicking, and none of them hitting him. I'm telling you no lie, none of them is hitting him, and he going punching, moving back and forth. I'm like, I ain't never seen no shit like this before. So I'm trying to get out the car now. At this point, I'm like, oh man, they about to jump my boy. We about to get out. I told this man don't do this shit. Now I got to kick some ass now. So I'm sitting up here chilling, or whatever the case may be. I got a dude trying to stop me from getting out my car. So I got him in the headlock, banging him in, and then I come over on the other side, and I got to bang this other dude in on the other side of my car, and then
both of them at the same time.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, I got both of them in the headlock at the same time, and in my car, on one side of my car and the other side of my car like this, because they trying to stop me from getting out my car, and I'm watching Q do Bruce Leroy in a circle. Goddamn, while my artist going up there, they trying to talking about they gonna call the police because these folks ain't messing with us, whatever case may be. Now mind you now, we got clean clothes on and everything now, got a hat on and everything like that, and my hat never came off my head, my clothes were never dirty, and I split this one dude face all up in and slammed the other dude head in the door. All while going to go get my artist, and this dude here running around, he clean as a whistle too. He ain't get touched at all or nothing. Looking like Floyd Mayweather out there.
Moral of the story was they shouldn't have been fucking with us, and we goddamn protected our artists.
We did.
We did.
We did.
And she felt more comfortable with us.
She
was never afraid.
From that day forward, she knew we was the real deal though. She knew goddamn. She like, I ain't never seen nobody fight that many people. You know what I'm saying? And didn't even get touched. And we did the photo shoot with the same clothes on because we was good. We ain't had no blood, no nothing,
no. Of course, you need to reach out and touch somebody.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like I say, we got resume, but like I say, he crazy, man. So, you know, he a nutshell, man, but, you know, firecracker. You know what I mean? So
niggas are old now, man.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, you know, things happen or whatever case may be.
It's your boy MD Uno.
And this YzGuy Q, the mouth for the South. Give him some free game, huh?
A little bit of free game for you, man. Hey, the Righteous Grind Academy. Financial literacy. All your financial literacy needs for the youth.
Yeah, we created financial literacy cards on digital download. All you gotta do is go to www.righteousgrindacademy.com. Teaching the youth financial literacy. Things you're gonna need to grow up in this society and be your own person, individual. Get that righteous grind.
Get that righteous grind. Got the $10 downloads for your financial literacy needs.
We good. Yeah.
We good.
Alright. Hey man, say man. Look, check this out. If you got them bars.
If you got them vocals.
Shit, if you got both, then you definitely what we looking for. Tap into that Bars and Vocals Showcase.
It's a new platform to bring out the best talent, whether artists or producers.
Hey man, get at that Bars and Vocals Showcase. Go to YzGuy.events and go sign up for the Bars and Vocals Showcase. If you got them bars.
And if you got them vocals.
If you got both, then get at us. We good.
We stay good.
So since that time, since you done recovered, you know what? Okay, you even died. I think you say you died twice.
Yeah, I died on the operating table twice.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard stop.
You know what I'm saying? And you was able to come back, recover. You know what I'm saying, or whatever case may be. It's tough road, whatever. So, you know, how have you been, you know what I'm saying, thinking about your transition as far as production? I know you say you've been wanting to focus on the production and stuff like that. So, you know, what are some of the things, like I say, you looking to do with your production and different things of that nature? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in the next let's say 5 years, what should the people expect from Q 17?
I'm shopping around like a motherfucker, shopping my beats with different artists. So if y'all need some beats, get at me. My Gmail, dirttownsound@gmail. You know what I mean? Go to the website, YzGuy Q TheSeventeenth.com. I'm shopping around beats. I'm making new beats every day. I do custom beats. You know what I mean? I'm pretty much trying to link with anybody who ready to link up. You know what I mean? Who serious about this shit and got some talent. You know what I mean? Ready to make a banger. I mean, let's do it. Let's link up and let's work. You know what I mean? Get paid, because that's what it's about.
Get to it, man. Listen,
Get
man.
to the money.
Facts, man. Listen, if you're dope, man, we want to rock with you, man. We want to rock out, man. Listen, everything is business. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. Just know it's business. You know, everything. So
we do good business.
We good, man. We
everything
do good business. Good. You know what I'm saying? So
all good.
At the end of the day, you know, you know, how long you say you've been banging? 21 years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I mean,
okay, and I changed a lot of different ways between then and there.
So I mean, yeah. So since that time, you getting shot, like, how has your involvement obviously hasn't been the same?
I'm inactive now. Like, you active or you inactive. You out there, you outside, you goddamn cooling. You know what I mean? I'm inactive. I'm a big homie, OG shit. You know what I mean? I got my business, I got a family, got kids. You know what I mean? I got shit, got business, I got shit to do. Grown man, got down situations. You know what I mean? I try to guide people, you know what I mean, on the set and off the set. You know what I mean? On different ways, to get to the money. You know what I mean? Stay the fuck out the way. You know what I mean? All that shit. You know what I mean?
Fuck out the way, cause
try to be, the big homie that I should have had. Goddamn, cause I got put on by some shiesty ass crips. You know what I mean? That goddamn wasn't there for a nigga along the way, but that nigga found his way. Goddamn, got put on by some real lokes. And goddamn, some niggas showed me love from the coast, under the land. Goddamn, shout out Long Beach. You know what I mean?
Long Beach, shit. California.
And shit, it is what it is, man. Goddamn, we just pushing it that way. I'm just staying positive. Goddamn, taking care of my family and trying to goddamn help the little homies do a little bit better than we did.
Absolutely. I mean, we gotta be better. You gotta be better than what we did. Gotta kind of invest into making sure they don't make the mistakes that we did. So that's an investment to make sure that they don't make the mistakes that we did. So I definitely feel that. I mean, man, shit. That real, man. Like, I don't think nobody got nothing to say. I mean, like, say, what's you know, let's talk about your music though. Like, you know, what's some of the dopest artists you've worked with? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who do you feel like?
Shit, we good. Goddamn, nigga the CHO. Goddamn Champ. Goddamn Mookie the One. Goddamn all this underground talent that been right up under motherfuckers' nose for years, and we been goddamn buzzing these streets, and y'all know we been in these streets. You know what I mean? That goddamn underrated. Y'all still think the best and that knock anybody up out the box. You know what I mean? But yeah, did I work with? Yeah.
Who's some of the up and coming independent artists that you think that's dope, that people should be paying attention to, in your point of view, that you've been looking at, that people might not be up on?
Yeah. That's a good question. I've been up on so much shit, but since I've been doing this podcast, I haven't got that brain cluster like a motherfucker right now on time and shit, man. But
you know, you the
it's a lot out there, man.
It's a lot. I mean, it's an artist come out, 10,000 artists every day, it seems.
So I look out for my little cuz, Young Pharaoh, you know what I mean? Pharaoh the legend, you know what I mean? Hey, a nigga there, goddamn, he's something different, you know what I mean? I put all my money on him, for sure.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I fuck with Pharaoh, man. We definitely got to sit down there, chop it up by the business. But yeah, yeah, man, Q. I mean, like, we definitely got to do a part 2, because it's so much going on, man. Like, it's so much to know, like, you know what I'm saying, from your situation and your affiliation, like where have you been? What's some of the cities you've traveled to?
I've been around the world and now, yeah. I ain't got no lady.
You know what I'm saying? So growing up, you say you and your grandfather, your grandma, your grandfather, your dad, and your uncles, y'all travel. So what are some of the places that you seen at a young age that you was traveling to, and different things of that nature that you experienced, that you was getting your experience from, and what's some dope cities that you was vibing off of when you was growing up, where y'all was traveling, doing shows at?
From everywhere, man. I've been looking on time, DG. We good?
We have 48 minutes.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Shit. What was the question?
No, I was saying, what's some of the cities that you traveled to?
Oh, yeah. Some everywhere, though, man.
That shit, like some of the places.
When I was younger, I think I liked Texas the best when I was younger.
I never.
We used to go to the Carolinas a lot. We got family up there. Okay. I used to like fucking around in the Carolinas. But yeah, Texas, the Carolinas.
North Carolina is beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. I like both South Carolina and North Carolina. I like both. I like Myrtle Beach and shit.
South Carolina don't like me.
Oh yeah, what
don't like me.
What the fuck happened in South Carolina?
Two times I went, they showed me they don't like me.
Man, I got the hood out there, man.
Yeah, man, I was in the wrong
Shout
part of South Carolina.
out to my local side there in South Carolina for sure, man. You know we around the world out this motherfucker. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I need to get affiliated with whatever going on in South Carolina, because I done been in the wrong part of South Carolina, and
I made a call out there, but like, where y'all at, man? Let me get this to Renee.
Yeah.
Let us know what's going on. For sure.
But
for sure.
The South got something to say. What's your inspiration behind wanting to start the podcast and then do this? Your situation, you got a lot of other shit going on. Like what the hell made you wanna fucking start a podcast? And
the whole reason I started rapping and shit, and why it was my main focus more than just making beats, was because I always had some shit to say. I always felt like I had a story to tell, and you know what I mean. So I had something to say on different shit that I seen. So you know, and how I felt about different shit. So once I said I was gonna retire rapping, you know what I mean, what better way, you know what I mean, than just start me a podcast, and also at the same time that can help other up and coming talent, you know what I mean, come on and show what they working with, showcase their talent, you know what I mean, and also open the doors for different things that we working on, different ventures, you know what I mean, and just shine a lot of light on different subjects that different people probably want to talk about, because I'm unique. Everybody unique in their own way. Everybody got their own thoughts and opinions about shit.
No, I'm fucking
you know what I mean? So till people fuck with my thoughts and opinions, then that's what's happening, you know what I mean? Tune in, keep tuning in, and I'm always gonna have something to talk about. You feel me?
Alright. So far, doing the podcast, and everything like that, how you feel about it? You think that was a good decision? How you feel about it? You know what you think about it? For sure.
Shit, it's just something I actually like doing. You know what I mean? Cause shit, starting out that motherfucker. You know what I mean? You ain't getting paid for this shit. You know what I mean? So shit, it was just shit I really enjoy doing. Goddamn it, and networking. Rubbing shoulders with different people, that shit goddamn open doors to a lot of different shit, you know what I mean, and just the way this whole shit came together when it was just an idea. I was like, I came to you, I was like, shit, I'm thinking about starting this podcast, and it was like the day after, a lot of shit just started falling into place for that motherfucker. Like, got it linked up with Guud TV, my homie DG, you know what I mean, shout out Guud TV, Guud Telly, y'all go fuck with him. You know what I mean? Got linked up with him. That shit fell into place. Goddamn, you fell into place. Goddamn, 105.7. They goddamn just fell out the air.
105.7.
You know what I mean? That shit linked in right on time, and with the iHeart shit situation. You know what I mean? And us being on all the Roku and all that shit. And then, goddamn, you putting us on all the rest of the goddamn media platforms. That shit falling into place. You being linked in with the homie. You know what I mean? Who put us on all the different games, you know what I mean? So shit just fell into place, and it was just rolling from there. So it was kind of like a no-brainer to just keep goddamn rolling with the shit. You know what I mean? And shit just keep getting better and better as long as we keep doing it. You know what I mean? So let's keep going.
Facts. Yeah, man. So you know, this part one, we're gonna come back, you know, on some, you know, on some other things, whatever case may be. You want to talk about, you know, the relationship, you know, parts, whatever case may be, in the life and the family, you know, part aspect of his life. Cause you said, how many children you say you got, Q?
I got 6. I got 3 biological, but I got 1 that I raised since she was 2 years old. You can't tell me she ain't mine. Goddamn, it come from me. You know what I mean? So I said I got 4 biological, and I got two step kids, 2 and all of them daughters. And I had a miscarriage. She was a girl too, so it was just like all girls. Girls. Yeah, for sure. I love all my girls. And,
For sure.
all of them there did them all hard and do anything for them.
So
I
we
ain't
gonna
be happy till I leave them.
So definitely.
Their financial freedom, that wealth.
How old are your girls?
Shit, man, god damn.
I'm about to tap you.
Get me in trouble now, man.
You know, daddies don't be knowing, cause shit, I be forgetting.
Get me in trouble now. I know Angel like 13 now. Now you're probably like 11. Then I get confused. Safari like 22. She an adult.
Man, shit.
I got a daughter. She's probably like 6 or 7. I got too many kids, man. I gotta start I gotta think about this.
Man, my son, matter of fact, one of my son's birthday today too. Shout out to Jalen Moshe.
Happy birthday, man. Just out the blue like that.
Shout out to Jalen Moshe.
For sure, man. But yeah, man, we're gonna chop this shit up in parts, man.
Yeah, we're gonna pop. We're gonna pop it up. We're gonna chop it up. Cut you off and shit. We're gonna cut your ass off and shit.
Short story, man.
You know what I'm saying? And go to part 2, cause your ass got a lot more to say.
Be continued.
Yeah, for sure. So
YzGuy Q, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm out for the South. Super crib.
Man, you already know, man. Mr. CHO, man. Mr. Strategy over stress. Okay, man, listen, go get that crackhead confession. Go download it. That crackhead confession. If you want to see what we bought, if you think we ain't bought what we saying, go get that crackhead confession at YzGuy.
Outside.
Go get that crackhead confession at YzGuy.
Souf got something to say. Hey, Souf got something to say. We hustle, we grinding away. Tomorrow ain't promised today. That's why we gon' shine in your face. The Souf got something to say. The Souf got something to say. The Souf got something to say. The Souf got something to say.